Good Thursday morning, Roger Hill, Wuthering Heights. This weather video driven by 802cars.com, representing 802 Toyota, Twin Cities Subaru, 802 Honda. They're all located off of Exit 7 on Interstate 89. You're looking at incoming precipitation, relatively light and scanty. A lot of it's virga, not reaching the ground. Some of the reporting stations out west still has this little batch of rain showers to move on through. And then once that moves on out, we're looking at conditions improving. These are the current temperatures right now. Everyone except for the far northeast kingdom is above 32 degrees. And even there we're starting to see some rises here, with Lyndonville more or less the laggard here. Temperatures upstream are warming. This is all good news, and it poses better travel conditions for a little bit later on this morning, especially by midday, and then beyond that into the afternoon. Let's take a look at the latest computer modeling and focus on the incoming storm. So the rest of today, this is 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock, and then by 11 o'clock, this is north of the Canadian border. We might see a couple spritzy sprinkles. That's going to be about it, but very limited. This is valid by 4 o'clock this afternoon. Nothing to see here. This is today. This is our setup here. We have that Bermuda high that's off the coast, and incoming flux of warm air, and then precipitation works on in. Now this is valid at about 7 o'clock in the morning on Friday tomorrow, and you can see some pretty good rain working on through the region. And note we are well above freezing, and thickness line supporting all rain. The problem is this colder air that's going to be undercutting, and this is valid about 1 o'clock in the morning. Not shown here is colder air undercutting this warmer layer of air still flowing in from the south and west. We have kind of a weak area of low pressure here that's going to be moving through with its main precipitation, our best mechanism to produce lifting and precipitation. So this is how it plays out here in the synoptic scale. And then this is valid about 7 o'clock in the morning on Saturday. And most of that is going to be falling as snow. You can see the thickness lines, this blue dashed line, cold enough to snow, 5,400 meter thickness in general. And so we get into a shot of pretty good snow, probably a very sleety snow, with some ice still falling across southeastern Vermont about 1 o'clock in the afternoon on Saturday. And then eventually what ends up happening is this begins to move on out, and you can see that shot of snow, and then things begin to improve. It looks like on Saturday evening, and it's all done, and high pressure builds in. This is a cold one again. Just carrying that a little bit further along, this is our next weather maker here. It may produce some mixed precipitation, but right now it looks like it's going to be mainly snow, and you can see it develops into an area of low pressure off the coast here. So we'll be watching that. That would be about Wednesday into Thursday of next week. Okay, we're taking a look at later on this afternoon in 3-hour increments. Here comes the rain. This is about 4 in the morning, Friday morning, continuing during the day on Friday. And then here comes our mixed precipitation types, and this explains it the best. So this is about 10 o'clock at night. You can see that there's some mixture here, a little bit of snow, mostly rain falling. Now that transition looks like this. We get into sleet and snow at this point in time. This is valid 1 o'clock in the morning on Saturday morning. Then by 4 o'clock in the morning, you can see that there's a mix of different precipitation types here. Snow to the north and west across the Champlain Valley, the northern part of the valley, and then that stripe. And we get some icing. Eventually snow moves in. This is about 4 o'clock in the morning on Saturday. Again, this is about 7 o'clock in the morning on Saturday. This is 10 o'clock in the morning, and you can see that mixed precipitation types in that lighter red purple. And then back over to the north and west, it's primarily snow, and that snow's falling heavy at times. This is Saturday afternoon, about 1 o'clock in the afternoon. That pulls away. The heaviest moisture begins to pull and track out of the region. And then by Saturday evening, it's pretty much out of here. Okay, this is in terms of icing. Take a look at this. This is about 7 o'clock in the evening on Friday evening. This would be 1 o'clock in the morning on Saturday. This is 7 o'clock in the morning. And again, this is total icing, or total precipitation that's falling in the form with colder temperatures that are sub-freezing. So this is 1 o'clock in the afternoon. We'll take it one more 6-hour jump. So you can see the amounts here up to a ½ inch of ice. This is the European model, 3/10 of an inch in ice, Passumpsic River Valley, parts of the Northeast Kingdom. Less over here where there's going to be primarily more sleet, more snow, and you can see the problem here. Roger Hill, Wuthering Heights. Thanks for watching.